Yurii Ihorovych Andrukhovych is a Ukrainian prose writer, poet, essayist, and translator. Biography. Andrukhovych was born March 13, 1960 in Ivano-Frankivsk, Ukraine. In 1985 he co-founded the Boo-Bar-Boo poetic group, which stands for burlesque, sideshow, buffoonery, together with Alexander Irvanets and Viktor Nebarak. Yurii Andrukhovych is the father of Sofia Andrukhovych, who has also become a writer. Political views. Andrukhovych writes in Ukrainian and is known for his pro-Ukrainian and pro-European views. However, he is rarely considered a Ukrainian nationalist, a charge he fiercely denies himself. In his interviews, he said that he respected both the Ukrainian and Russian languages and claims that his opponents do not understand that the very survival of the Ukrainian language is threatened. During the 2004 presidential elections in Ukraine, he signed, together with 11 other writers, an open letter in which he called Sovietic Russian culture language of pop music and criminal slang. For the bilingual Zrcalo Nedeli, he translates his essays from Ukrainian into Russian himself, every issue of which is published in both languages. Literary work. To date, Andrukhovych has published 5 novels, 4 poetry collections, a cycle of short stories, and 2 volumes of essays, as well as literary translations from English, German, Polish, and Russian. His essays regularly appear in Zrcalo Tyzhnia, an influential trilingual newspaper published in Russian and Ukrainian, with excerpts published in an online English edition. Some of his writings, for example, The Moscoviad and Perversion, were carried out in a distinct postmodern style. A list of some of his major works includes The Sky and Squares, a book of poems. On the Left, Where the Heart Is, a cycle of short stories. Downtown, a book of poems. Exotic Birds and Plants, a book of poems. Recreation's first novel, The Moscoviad, a novel. Perversion, a novel. Disorientation on Location, a book of essays. My Europe, a book of essays co-authored with the Polish writer Andrzej Stasiak. 12 Rings, a novel. Songs for the Dead Rooster, a book of poems. The Day Lady Died, an anthology of Ukrainian translations of American poetry from the 1950s and 1960s. The Devil's Hiding in the Cheese, a book of essays. The Secret. Instead of a novel made up of interviews. Majdan, Ukraine, Europa 2014, collection of essays with Yaroslav Ritsak and others. Awards and honors. For his literary writings and activity as a public intellectual, Andrukhovych has been awarded numerous national and international prizes, including the Herder Prize, the Erich Maria Remarque Peace Prize, the Leipzig Book Fair Prize for European Understanding, the Angelus Prize, the Hannah Arendt Prize. He is a member of the editorial board of Ukrainian periodicals Kritika and Potya 76.